All right, the map is world, and we're this blue dot right here. Hello, that's us. Greetings and hello. Let's see what we can do here. Let's see if we have a nice little match. And, no, we're talking about spawn point. I'm just playing with some bots over here, just to, like, talk about it. Yes, you read the title of the video correctly. I am retiring from Territorial again. No surprise, I have retired from Territorial like 3 or 4 times. Maybe instead of calling it retirement, I should call like the end of Season 2. Season 2 has been an experiment here on doing how does the game perform with not using maps in the thumbnail, how does the game perform not using maps in the thumbnail, and not grinding for wins. And the answer, it pretty clearly, is very poorly. So poorly to the point where like I had to turn off comments in the last 2 videos because frankly, I have a low threshold for people leaving annoying, complaining comments on this game when I just, for the most part, really don't get that too much in other games. So I turn off the comments. The second video I turned them off, or the last video I turned them off even before they I released the video because I know like, oh, they're going to complain because I'm not farming wins, and they're going to complain because I was playing passively. It's like, well, boy, if you do anything other than play the game one very specific way, aggressively, and with a very high win rate, oh boy, the complaining, it's real. And it's ironic how like easily tilted I get by complaints to the point where I turn off comments in a video when I myself am a like prolific complainer. The self-contradiction is real. Like I try not to complain, it just happens. You're a hypocrite, CG? No, it's self-contradiction. Hypocrite is when like you knowingly, intendingly, all right, I'm going to tell these people not to do that, but then I'll do it myself on purpose. Self-contradiction is when like you know it's bad to do it and you try not to do it, but like, oops, it happens. So slight difference there. Both are bad, but hypocrite is intentional. Self-contradiction is like, I'm trying not to complain. I got tilted. Emotions. Anyways, me and random side rambling tangents, whatever. I'm not too worried about like the quality of this video as far as like aggressive gameplay or how good's my commentary, because, well, frankly, I'm going to put it out here and I'm going to put it in the playlist and I'll let the algorithm push it for a little bit. And then I'm going to put it as unlisted in the playlist. That way, anybody wants to find it, it's still there in the playlist. If it's unlisted, you can still see it. What's unlisted if you go to the playlist and find it. It's just not going to like show up on my channel page if you go like to the uploads tab, which to be fair, a month from now will be so buried nobody find it that way anyways. And also, it's not going to be pushed by the algorithm to the point where I'm going to be getting comments on it, you know, a year from now or something like that. I mean, I guess maybe a few because people find the playlist, but for the most part, not much. And actually what I might do is I might like turn the comments on, let people leave their comments, positive, and, you know, there'll be some annoying ones. I knew he's gonna fail. I knew he's gonna, should have grinded for wins, should have put maps in the thumbnails. Like, whatever, man, it's not that serious. Not anymore. This game used to be like the only thing I had going on my channel, so it was like really important. But now that I've got Risk that's been outperforming Territorial ever since Risk popped off back in, is it fall of 2023? It's been a while, actually. So Territorial has been playing second fiddle to Risk for quite some time now. And I've got other games doing well. Like Crops is doing really well. It's kind of like the trend has passed for that, but it's still doing well enough by my standards to keep it going on the channel. And it's easy to play. I like it. And like it doesn't make me rage so much the way that Territorial does when I'm like, you know, losing, you know. Basically, if y'all enjoyed watching me play bots like this, like from the get-go, there never would have been like the Territorial drama of me complaining in the game and raging and something like that. The problem is like the way that I enjoy playing a game like this, you know, just chilling and vibing and talking and playing against bots, is something that y'all, for the most part, don't enjoy unless I'm wrong, and I've been wrong all along, and all I had to do was play bots. I don't think so. I think I tried playing bots a few times in the past, and y'all didn't like it. You guys, like, there's something about, like, the tension of, like, is he gonna win? Is he gonna lose? What chaotic things are the other human players gonna do? You just don't get that when playing against bots in this game, and I think that's why y'all don't like watching me play bots. So, like, basically, the fundamental problem with Territorial from a content creation perspective is that the way you guys enjoy it being played is a way of playing it that I myself don't enjoy. I've like I used to be very into PvP games, but not so much anymore. I'm more of a single player game enjoyer, which kind of makes sense. You can see how my channel has drifted more and more towards single player games. And even in single player games, I do need to like kind of like play it in a way that feels right. But yeah, basically Territorial no longer really aligns with the goals or plans of the channel. The goals and plans of the channel are to become a variety channel. Also, I do not want to get angry or frustrated playing games. So I need to avoid, I want to stop playing games on this channel that get me frustrated or angry or annoyed, which means ultimately I need to play games that don't frustrate or annoy me. Crazy. What a crazy concept. But yeah, so it's basically the way to get views on this game is I need to, one, go back to using maps in the thumbnail. I could like, within a week, I could get the views on this game back up to being way better than they are right now. Go back to using maps in the thumbnail, go back to grinding out wins only, which to be fair, it's not that much of a time sink to grind out wins in this game. I think like on a bad day, it would take me maybe 2 hours of grinding to get a win for this game for a video. That was it. The biggest problem is, I just don't enjoy the way this game makes me just kind of like feel bad when I lose. Like, sure, I could grind for 2 hours and, you know, you get a 20-minute, like a 15-20 minute win somewhere in that, and you delete the other hour and 40 minutes recording, and that's like a bad day recording. Some days I can get like the win right away. But there's something about playing to win this game that just makes me get frustrated and feel bad, frankly, is all there's to it. And well, you're getting kind of big over there, Lar Kingdom. It's a shame that I'm going to absolutely body and destroy you. Good thing I noticed though, because if he gets too crazy, he can body me. But yeah, so yeah, I'm trying to like think. I made like a mental note in my head before I started recording. Like, what's going on? Oh, really? You pushed me off instantly? All right, fine. Give me that little island over there while I deal with Lar Kingdom over here. But yeah, I mean, to be fair, like if there's a world where like I could just play the game like this and just kind of like talk about what's ever in my mind and just kind of vibe, and the series is like, oh, you know what, CG? There's enough of us that kind of vibe with this. It wasn't so much that we needed you to win against PvP players in a challenge. We just like seeing pixels grow on the screen, and when you were playing passively, we didn't get to see the pixels grow on the screen enough. And then we can keep the series going, like just me chilling and vibing, hanging out and talking to you while we farm bots over here like this. Did we make it down there? Yeah, we did. Then I'd be okay with that. We could keep it going, but I don't really suspect that's going to happen. I suspect that this series is going to be retired here. I mean, if this video pops up on views, yeah, it'll need to be views and retention. This video might get a bunch of views because I'm retiring Territorial, and that'll just get views, right? Maybe, I don't know. Ooh, it's an upbeat song. But yeah, that's kind of like the general idea is like we're retiring it because the views are down, and the views are down because I'm not doing the things that makes the views good. And the reason I'm not doing the things that make the views good is because for a few reasons. One, it's not in alignment with the current channel plans and goals, and also because it makes me feel bad. Grinding to get wins in this game makes me feel bad. It's not that much more of a time sink than my other videos. Most of my variety content does tend to take an hour, sometimes an hour and a half to make the video for it, so it's not like spending, you know, an hour to two to grind out for wins. This game is really that much more of a time sink. It's not. It's more of like an emotional time sink, you know. I can record 2 or 3 videos worth of a variety content easily in a day. I don't, because I gotta spend a bunch. You gotta leave time for all the editing, right? Because those require more editing. Territorial, I record 1 video of Territorial nowadays, and I'm just like, ugh, I'm done. Like I'm emotionally exhausted. I'm after all the like. What you guys didn't realize, or most of you guys realize, is that behind the scenes, I was miserable, like grinding wins for Territorial, because what I would do is I would just record, throw, like, get, like, raging frustration at how tilting this game can be, and then I would just delete the, I would just delete all the, or most of the videos, or like the worst of the rage, I would delete, not always, but like most of the time, especially as I got farther into the Territorial career. And it was like it was a miserable time. I dreaded recording content for the game because playing multiplayer in this game is just, it's frustrating for somebody like me who's like, if I'm playing the way you guys like, aggressively with an intention to win, it's just a bad time for me. So if you're wondering why has he left Territorial so many times, it's because making content the quote-unquote correct way, the way that you guys like, is miserable for me. If all I had to do to make good Territorial content was this, just turn on the game, play bots, do this, and yap in your ear for 10 or 20 minutes, it would have been so easy. It would have been so fun. The thing is, you go, that's just not what you like. So basically, the fundamental problem is making Territorial content, you know, in a way that you guys like and enjoy and find fun and exciting and good to watch is not fun for me. That's the fundamental problem. It was all I kind of popped my channel off on a game in a way that I myself did not enjoy. I built my channel making content like, how are you stuck? I built the channel making content in a way that I myself did not enjoy. I was miserable. And so, let's do another match, actually. We just won this one. Do a little vote for peace there. Boom. Little Dubsky. And start another. You're up this time. You're up this time. But yeah, I feel like I'm kind of talking in circles. But I mean, to be fair, if I'm going to do a video retiring Territorial, isn't it appropriate that I make it a rambling video where I say the same thing over and over and over, like 30 different times until my OCD is satisfied that I've fully over-communicated it, like I used to do in the Territorial videos of old, and even the recent ones as well, because that's kind of like just how my channel was back in the day, for those of you who are not as like familiar with my ramblings, those of you who are kind of like popping in from variety content. Also, the fact that people are actually watching my variety content nowadays, you guys are the best. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. I can finally start focusing on, because like there was a world back in the day for quite some time, like a long time, where I just I had to do Territorial, and I had to do it in the way that you guys liked, which is probably why I had such like a love-hate relationship with the game, and such kind of like, honestly, just kind of like an unhealthy, bitter like relationship with Territorial viewers, is because like I had this love-hate relationship where like I hate playing the game in the way that you guys like watching it, and the way I like playing the game, you know, like this against bots, just chilling and vibing, you guys don't like. And the only way to make good Territorial content was to make myself miserable. And that still is the case, because clearly I tried again here on Season 2 Territorial to like, all right, let's do it no maps in the thumbnail, because I don't want to attract geography-only viewers to the channel. Let's try doing it not playing aggressively, but playing multiplayer, but kind of like passively or whatever, because passively in multiplayer is less triggering, because, you know, it's just, there's something about playing aggressively multiplayer that just ends up, you get more full sends, and full sends in this game are just tilting. Well, one of the nice things about playing against bots, you don't get full sent on. Getting full sent on in a game, especially when you do nothing with another player, it's just, there's certain things about playing multiplayer in this. Multiplayer PvP in any game will have its frustrating moments. This game is even worse because, one, it's just a battle royale, but two, it's also battle royale. Like if you're playing, I don't know, like Call of Duty or something, and you're good at that game, there's much less of a mechanic where some random dude can just come in and decide to end your game. Because like, I mean, different story if you're like streaming or something, but like if you're not streaming, it's much harder for some random dude to come in and like self-destruct on you and end your game. If you're good enough at Call of Duty and have enough skill, the only way somebody can end your game is if they're literally more skilled than you. I mean, or I don't actually play that game. I'm just kind of like trying to use that as an example, because it's like a well-known game. Now I kind of assume this, like from what I've seen, watching people that are good at the game, because it's fun to watch. It's basically, if you're good enough at the game and some dude just comes at you, if you're skilled enough, you usually just beat them. The only time you lose them is if you really screw up or if they're bad. In this game, I could be literally 10 times better than a player, but they sat back, built up troops, and then when I'm in the middle of fighting something else, boom, you know, attack me, full send me, and well, nothing you can do about it, because the game isn't really designed to be like a testament of like, the most skilled person will win. It's mostly like, it's a lot of luck, it's a lot of skill, it's a lot of diplomacy, it's, you know, a lot of hoping this person doesn't gang up on you with 4 other people at the same time, whatever. Anyways, I'm rambling. Basically, Territorial equals a frustrating game to make content in quote-unquote the right way that you guys like the best. And if you don't do it that way, as I've seen, like Season 2 is kind of like a test here, like, can I do thumbnails that don't have maps in them, and what's going to happen is and I looked at it like, the rate of like how many new viewers I got. Like barely any. The first couple did all right, but like after that, just barely any new viewers. Like I think episode 5 got like 100 new viewers to click on it, and that was it. So basically, unless you're putting maps in the thumbnails, you're just not really gonna be attracting new viewers to the game. And also, if you don't play the game aggressively in the way that people like, you're going to get a lot of complaining comments, and I apparently have weak mental. I mean, surprise, surprise, always been that case, right? Where I just don't particularly enjoy making a video and then like immediately getting comments flooding my YouTube comments section feed, because it all goes into one space. I don't check my comments based on game. It all goes into one space. So if complaints are happening, it's all dumped in one place. That's why some of my old Territorial videos and some of my domination videos are like, a few risk videos, I have comments turned off because like I was just like, oh, the algorithm keeps pumping this video out to new viewers for years, which means I keep hearing the same complaints for years of like the India domination video was just like nonstop comments of like, wrong map of India, idiot, wrong map of India, content creator, wrong map of India, you idiot. And I'm like, bro, I didn't make the game. I just played it. And they're like they're berating me in the comments because they don't like the map, even though I didn't make the game. And I don't even know what the right map of India is. And it's like, for like a year, I got those comments. And after a while, I was like, you know what? I'm just like every day, I'd get at least one comment like that, because that game was getting kind of like 1,000 views a day. And so I turned it off. I was like, you know what? I'm done. I'm done being abused, like verbally abused over some stupid crap that I don't even care about. Like, I don't care what the right map of India is and is not. Do not care. Do not care. And it's kind of the same thing with Territorial. Is like, I upload a video on its, the last 2 videos that I turn off the comments are like, I upload a video on it, trying to like play passively because I'm just desperately trying not to rage while playing the game. And here come the comments. Oh, boo, play aggressively, be aggressive. Oh, this sucks. Oh, it's like, oh my goodness. I just want to be able to like make a video for Territorial, put it out for the people that do enjoy it when I play passively or chill or whatever, and not get berated with, this sucks, oh boo, play aggressively like you used to. Oh my, like, here's me complaining about the complainers, right? So, but like, so it's one of these things like, oh, did the views die in the last 2 videos because of the comments being turned off? No, they were already dead. The views were already dead. Like each video was getting less, and like I've done 6 videos here in season 2. The first 4 had comments on. Even before I turned off the comments, even before the comments were turned off, the views were like going down and down and down and down, with each subsequent video being released getting less views than the one before it. So the series is just like, it's clear that I'm not sure how much of it's because of the lack of maps in the thumbnail, and how much of it's because, well, the videos just frankly weren't good. Like, what makes Territorial videos good is the fact that I put in the effort to grind out the wins and delete out the losses, or only leaving a loss if it's like a fun one or something like that, Basically, I was making lazy content and not using, the maps and thumbnails, because a lot of what makes Territorial stay alive on the channel is getting, I need to like go to another map here, huh? But what keeps Territorial alive on the channel, kept alive so long on the channel, was using maps in the thumbnails to bring in new viewers because of their love of geography and their curiosity about the game. You take away the geography maps in the thumbnail, and all of a sudden you're not doing as good a job bringing in new viewers, because it was geography that brought people in. It wasn't, a thumbnail of some random dude standing around. It was specifically geography that brings them in. So it's quite possible that even if I was grinding out wins only, which I did do for one of the 6 videos, here in season 2, even if I was doing wins only, it's still a very real possibility the views would have kept like falling regardless. North America this time, but yeah, man, it's super chill just like playing the bots. Unfortunately, playing against the bots, like visually, it's still nice seeing the borders expand and stuff like that. But a lot of the appeal that made the game rewatchable was the PvP aspect of, you never know who's going to do what. There's a reason it's the PvP matches that are entertaining and not single player, right? And that's true for any game. if single player is entertaining, the Call of Duty players would be playing just, oh yeah, let me just play single player. Can we even have single player? Stop referencing a game I don't even play. All right. But yeah, I think that's, I mean, I'm just kind of like rambling for the sake of rambling here because I just enjoy a good ramble, and you know, this is one of the few places I have left where I can kind of do that, sort of. I'm going to be like, I'm trying to get away from like the habit of my channel of rambling, because I know collectively it's just not great for the channel. But as I'm retiring this game here, maybe rambling is a thing I say for when I'm like retiring a game. Like, okay, maybe when okay, we're ending the season of Wallworld 2, which won't be for quite some time. But eventually Wallworld Season 2, like I'll finish the game, there'll be nothing left to do, and then I'll retire that Season 2. Probably take a break, and then who knows, maybe come back for Season 3 and do it all over again, because I love the game. But maybe that's the thing I do, where like, you know, let's say Wallworld Season 2 is ending, last episode, a little bit of rambling about how much I love the game and my thoughts on it and feelings about it and whatever plans for it, and then, or maybe not, I don't know. There's like, basically there's a quote-unquote right way to do YouTube, and well, I don't really do it. And I'm trying to work on that. I really am. And part of that is like, okay, when a series gets too low in views, you either like do something to make it get better views, or you abandon it and move on to the next thing. Now, the way to, see, we're tied it back in. The way to get Territorial to do better on views, it would be to go back to using maps in the thumbnail. I think the primary thing to getting views back in the thumbnail, because there's a world where I could just do like fighting bots only and yapping like this, but put maps back, put geography maps back in the thumbnail, and maybe the series does well enough to kind of stay, you know, on par with like maybe crops and other games, or as far as views. Because my standard right now for views is not crazy, but like the last ones have shown that like it's actually gonna start getting less views on this than on like my random game one-offs, which are usually my lowest performing stuff on the channel. So if this thing is now, if Territorial is now falling to the point where it's going to perform worse on my channel than literally anything else on the channel, even including like my lowest viewing other series and lowest viewing one-offs and things like that, then it's time to retire it. It doesn't have to be fully retired. What I can do is basically end Season 2 here, and then who knows, maybe in the future I come back with, maybe I should say like that, maybe the title should have been Season 2 ending for Territorial. Maybe I will change it to that. Who knows? I guess you'll know by looking at the title. Maybe that's like a less clickbaity thing to do it, just like Season 2 ending Territorial. And then, you know what, maybe that's what I should do it. Maybe that's what I should have been doing all along, because I've like quote-unquote retired dramatically from Territorial multiple times. What I should have done is just been like, hey, we're ending Season 1, and then when I come back inevitably in the future, and that's Season 2. So maybe what we're doing here is we're ending Season 2. And Season 2 was the season of, hey, let's try two tests at once. One, what's going to happen when we don't use thumbnails or geography maps in the thumbnails for it? And two, what's going to happen when we don't grind for wins? And then, you know, if we come back for Season 3, we come back, which I don't know if I will or not, knowing me, probably. Track record has shown so far that I usually do come back eventually for one reason or another. Although, I don't need to. Risk literally has been doing better than Territorial for like a year. So over a year actually, so I don't actually need Territorial for views. I came back to this time because I feel like there is value in bringing back an old video or an old game for like that like you built the channel on, or was big on the channel, to kind of like bring old viewers back in, to remind people like, oh yeah, I haven't seen you in years, but your new Territorial video popped up for me, kind of thing. But I think that I went about it the wrong way. I don't think that it needs to be done consistently, like I've been, or semi-consistently. I've been trying to do like at least one video a month. I think it doesn't need to be that way. I think what I've learned here is that I don't need to do weekly Risk. I'm going to do weekly Risk because Risk is just way easier to make videos on, for me anyways. I get that for some people Risk is a nightmare, and I completely get that. But the way my brain works, Territorial IO is way harder to make a video on than Risk. I completely understand when PvP, single player is way easier. But I get that for other people, Risk is going to be way hard to make content for. It's just, it depends on what your vibe as like what your personality type is. For me, sitting in a 3-hour stalemating match of Risk where like I know that like, okay, if I do this, this, and this, and this, my probability of winning is extremely high, is far less frustrating than, like I literally can go on tilt on a 10-minute match of Territorial. I can not play Territorial for like 2 months and then immediately tilt within the first 10 minutes of playing again. That's just how much this game just gets me in a bad way when I do the PvP on it. Which is mostly a result of having played the PvP on it too much. It's just, you know, you do anything too much, you develop like a hypersensitivity to it. It's kind of like if somebody walks up to your arm and punches you in the arm one time, it's like, oh, that hurts. If somebody does it, if that gets done to you 10 times a day, eventually you like, as soon as somebody walks up to you and starts raising their arm like they're gonna punch you in their arm, you have a super quick and strong immediate reaction, which a lot of people who are not accustomed to, like, why is this guy, it's just a punch in the arm, why is he overreacting? It's not that big deal. Once you know the history behind it, you understand. So like once you know the history behind of how I've gotten so tilted this game so many times, it makes more sense. But yeah, that's what we're doing. We're ending season 2. We're ending season 2. There may or may not be a season 3. Or what I might do is like, we're ending season 2 and there won't be a season 3, or like this is like the official ending of season 2. But if I do more videos in the future, I might toss them in. Let's just go down here. I might toss them in the same playlist instead, as opposed to starting a new playlist. I don't know. Who knows? We'll find out. But I don't know. Maybe there's a world where, you know, people in the comments persuade me to come back with like, okay, do a season 3, but you know, do it only play against bots. Do a season 3 and upload it. You know, like put in the title versus bots. That way people won't come in expecting players and complain. Or because I mean, it wouldn't be that big of a deal for me to fire up the game, play it for 10 or 20 minutes. This could be my place to yap about stuff and then come back, whatever. After this time, now that I think about it, there's something I just thought about this while we're recording here. Something I could do is, you know, retire it here. I mean, or retire / you know, end season 2. Season 2 being the season of like no maps and thumbnails, and no you know, grinding PvP for wins. What I could do for like season 3 is season 3 could be the season of just me playing against bots. Because I never rage against bots, not even close. Like playing against bots in this game is like the most chill vibe thing. And what I could do is in the thumbnails and in the thumbnails and titles, or maybe just in the title. I'm not sure if it's necessarily in the thumbnail or not. Maybe probably just put in the thumbnails just in case, right? Now everybody reads the titles, and like just make it very clear, like playing against bots. That way, people who want to see you play against players just won't click in the first place. And because I think if I'm not playing against other players, and I'm not attracting the kind of people who are like, I won't watch, because some people will watch. Some people watch this game just for the vibes, and they don't care about the PvP aspect. They just want to see the satisfaction pixels grow. They want to hear me talk and ramble. They want to hear the music chill in the background. Like, I guarantee you there's at least one person out there who's just like, this video is the best Territorial video you've ever made. More of this, please. There's a world where I could do that, and to avoid the negative complaining comments from the people who are like, I want the excitement of PvP, which, like, I get that you like. I'm not trying to, like, condemn people for liking what they like. It's just that what some of you guys like and what I like creating aren't necessarily aligned. In fact, they're specifically not. You guys want to see me play aggressively in PvP, and playing aggressively in PvP tilts me. And even playing passively, I still sometimes get tilted because, well, my tendency is to get bored and want to click stuff. And I also like to see pixels grow. So there's a world where I could do a season 3 of Territorial, put it as bots only. It would get really, really bad views, which is not healthy for the channel. So the solution would be to upload it on the channel, let it sit for a little bit, maybe a couple hours. Notification squad gets the notifications, gets pushed to a few people, and then I do to it what I plan to do to this video, which is to unlist it but keep it in the playlist. So that way, like, oh, I missed it, and my notifications weren't turned on or whatever. You can just go to the playlist, and the people that enjoy it, it's all sitting there waiting for you. The videos will only have like a couple hundred views or maybe 1,000, 2,000 views on it, whatever, because, you know, not giving it time to get pushed by the algo or whatever. Or maybe like I'm overestimating like the importance of like, you know, maybe I can just like upload this video and then an hour later upload the actual video for the day of the channel that's supposed to get views. Like, all right, I'll upload this, it gets no views, and then an hour late, you know, make a lazy video playing at bots, record for half an hour, chill, talk to you guys. Have this, like, apparently there is some part of me that just has a need to like ramble about what's ever on my brain. And I feel like having a game like this to be my place to like get that out of my system, and then I can go record my other games with that, or like get my yapping out of my system, and then I go to record Wall World, and like when I go to record Wall World, since I've got all this whatever back-end YouTube stuff is on my brain for the day, get it out of my system, and then when I go to record Wall World, which actually I'm due to record Wall World later today, maybe a Crops 2, maybe another game, I enjoyed recording Wall World. Recording Wall World is literally the highlight of my week, although if I could actually get to record Territorial like this, where I'm just like yapping and playing against bots, this could also be like one of the highlights of my weeks. Because most of the time when I'm playing games for channel, I'm like, okay, I'm having to like hold myself back, like only talk about the game, don't talk about other stuff, don't ramble about back-end YouTube stuff. A lot of people don't like it. It's boring. It detracts from the momentum of the game. Just focus on the game. Which, to be fair, I don't mind that at all when I don't have anything in my brain. Let's be fair. There's plenty of times when I have nothing on my brain at all, and like I would struggle to find anything to talk to other than the game itself. It's like this whole need for me to talk about what's on my brain. It only happens when I've got something on my brain to talk about. You give me an hour of yapping. You give me an hour to yap about what's ever in my brain, like I am doing right now, over here on Territorial. And then I've got it all out of my system, and then I go to record Wall World. It would be a struggle for me to talk about whatever's in my brain like I am right now, because I got nothing, because I'm all tapped out. And then I'd be going back to just talking about the game. So from a personal creative perspective, it actually would work really well to be like, all right, yeah. And it's not like it's every day I have my brain full of stuff I need to talk about. It's not every single day. It might feel like it to you guys, but it's not. What's going on over here? What are you doing over here, buddy? Why can't I boat there? All right. This game, man. This game. Can't boat there. And who knows? I mean, like, there's a new game called OpenFront.io that's going around that people are, like, asking me to play. I don't want to play it specifically. Why can't I boat here? I'm outside of it. I don't want to play it specifically because I don't want to get more geography games cooking on the channel. There's a world where I could, like, play that game and upload it as unlisted in its own playlist and be like, and you guys could have to like hunt it down directly, but I don't want the algorithm pushing more geography content, mostly because as evidenced by season 2 of Territorial here, if there's not a map in the thumbnail, y'all ain't clicking. And I do not want my channel to be reliant on geography. If you like geography, that's great. Enjoy your hobby. Me, it's not my hobby. It's not. I like just playing random games, most of which are not geography based, and I don't want to be trapped like I felt trapped for the longest time of like they won't watch unless there's a map in the thumbnail. So I'm specifically trying to avoid gaining subscribers who will only click my videos if there's a map in the thumbnail. So that's why I'm not putting maps in the thumbnail. Another one, there we go. Middle East this time. So I mean, if enough of you guys like this, maybe like somebody post a comment of like, hey, this playing against bot is great. We love seeing you play against bots. Some of us, or some of you do. Like if there's like a really heavily upvoted comment of saying like, maybe when you guys write a comment saying, do a season 3, and what else would the comment need to say? Do a season 3 and do a season 3 versus bots, and what else? What else would the comment need to say? I'm trying to like brainstorm here. Do a season 3 against bots. What else is saying? Oh, and do the unlisting thing, or like advertise it as bots or something like that. I don't know, whatever. Or whatever. Basically, if there's just like some like really heavily upvoted comment, I'm talking like hundreds of likes, maybe more, maybe thousands, I don't know, of just like, I don't think it will get, there's no way, like this video is going to get like maybe 1,000 or 2,000 views, maybe a bit more. So the most likes a comment would get would be at most like 50 or 100 if I had to guess. I might have to make the executive decision whether or not to do it myself based on just views and retention and just comment vibes in general, not just one, not put it all on like if one comment gets upvoted, not enough or not. But yeah, yeah, like this right here, this is easy to do. This is easy to do. I could easily do this, and it wouldn't need to be like on like a set schedule. I could literally use this as a thing where like, okay, once or twice a month, I have like a lot on my brain channel-wise I want to talk about that I wouldn't mind sharing with you guys. So I could just like, all right, let's turn on Territorial, fire up some bots, play against the bots, and just yap about whatever and ramble in a way that, you know, I enjoy rambling. And some of you guys do as well. Some of you guys have literally left comments saying, you know what? Ignore the haters saying we don't like the way you ramble. I like the way you ramble, and I like hearing you talk about these things. And I would just title it, title it rambling. Well, title it some unappealing. I'm already using unappealing thumbnails, and I'm going to continue doing that because, again, I don't want to gain a bunch of subscribers that like clicking on maps that refuse to click on anything else other than maps. So I am going to, season 3 will also be no using maps in the thumbnails, because again, I just don't want to attract a bunch of people who will only watch geography content. I want this to be a variety channel, not a geography channel. That's what it always meant to be. Kind of stumbled to geography on accident, but that's not what we wanted. So season 3 would also be the season 3 thumbnails would be basically the same as season 2. Maybe I'll put in the title, in the thumbnail and the title, rambling versus bots only, lots of rambling. That way all the people that don't like bots and don't like rambling will hopefully mostly filter out and not click it in the first place, so we can avoid a lot of those, the video's not what I want, the video's not what I like, so I'm going to complain about it. If we really obviously make it very abundantly clear to those people that, hey, I'm going to ramble a bunch in this video, and I'm going to face bots, so if you don't like rambling, if you don't like facing bots, well, don't click it. Or at the very least, don't complain about it, because you were warned, right? Why you like you kind of like you lose the right to complain about the video having rambling and facing bots only. If the thumbnail says bots only, lots of rambling, and the title says thumbs only, bots of rambling, and I wouldn't need to worry too much about if the thumbnails and titles are good or not. I probably just like have like one, just recycle instead of making new one each time. Just find one is recycled over and over again. Maybe even just do that, just have like one set title and thumbnail that I recycle over and over again, and the only people that click are people who just really want to see, just like the vibes, right? Which won't be very many people, and the series will not get enough views to justify doing videos for any other reason other than like just some of y'all like it, and it's like kind of therapeutic for me to have a place where I can just ramble. For those times I just feel like rambling, just kind of like nice to get your thoughts out in a way where like. The one thing that sucks about YouTube is like everything has to be concise and well edited, and stop yapping. You got to talk less but say more, and if you're streaming on Twitch, you can ramble all you want. Who cares? It's like, no, people have it on the second monitor, not paying much attention anyways half the time, right? Not that I stream much on Twitch anymore. I mean, fair streaming would be my place to ramble, but frankly, I just look at these bots they're doing, little boats are doing. Frankly, streaming is just there's just so many toxic people in this world, and that streaming you have to have your chat open and it gives them a voice to, you have to like hear all the awful things. I just want to play games and enjoy life. Life's too short to listen to some angry, teenager angst crap like screaming and yelling at you because they had a bad day, and you're an easy target for them to like take their anger out on because there's no real consequences to saying stuff to the streamer. So I just don't want to deal with that. I'd rather just make videos and chill. And which means I mean they can say that in YouTube comments too. So I just like to just kind of avoid things that attract those people, and PvP really attracts those people because because they're mad because, like, I think a lot of it's because people are playing PvP and they're on tilt from Territorial, so they go to, like they'll do a YouTube search, Territorial sucks, and they find my videos or something like that, and they are leaving a comment venting about the game, or they watch the video and they hear me complain, like, yeah, shut up, stop complaining, and, you know, a lot of, like, negative comments are just people who are, like, in a bad mood, and they're looking for a place to vent that, and me being the guy who reads all his comments, just getting that abuse on the daily from the PvP games, because for the most part, this isn't a problem in my single-player games. There's a few where, like, okay, when I did unedited Epic All Towers videos, I got a fair bit of complaints there. But to be fair, well, stop doing unedited videos on a really long. Basically, people complain when you do things that annoy them, and well, you do an hour-long unedited Epic All Towers video, and you play bad. Well, you're gonna get some more complaints and stuff, right? Yeah, to be fair, it wasn't even that bad. It's just nothing compares to the complaints on Territorial. Or specifically the videos. I mean, I deleted most of them. Like, oh, CG, where are these complaints you speak of? I delete them. I don't want that. Like, when I see somebody leave nasty comments, I delete them. If they're particularly aggressive, I ban them, because I just don't want that vibe on my channel. Which I think is probably made the situation worse because people weren't, like, as aware of it. It'd be like, why is he complaining so much about the comments? The comments seem fine. If they'd seen it, they'd probably be more aware. But yeah, I'm rambling about random stuff. Who gives a crap? There's so many different things I could talk about. But yeah, I think we end season 2 here, and season 3, either 1, never happens, or 2, it does happen, but it's designed in a way where, like, we expect to only get like 1,000 or 2,000 views per video, if that, and which I don't want on my channel. Like, I'd love to be playing Shotgun King on my channel right now, because I love that game, but it was only getting like 2,000 views a video. I'd love to be playing Peglin right now on the channel, but I was only getting like 1,000 views a video or whatever, so I retired those even though I liked them. So the only way I could keep Territorial on the channel is if it's in a way that's doesn't really show up on the channel, which would be to play it on the channel, and then, like, either have it unlisted immediately and you guys just have to actively seek it out by going to a playlist, or put it on the channel, have it show up on there for a few hours or maybe like a day at most. You guys get the it shows up in notification squad, like, oh yeah, there it is, and you can see it, where the algorithm pushes it a little bit, and then after a few hours or a day, I unlist it so it doesn't, like, stay on the channel, like, negatively impacting it in the algorithm and all that crap. Or maybe I'm overestimating it, doesn't really matter. I can head up there and sit there for a few thousand views. I just don't like going to my uploads tab and seeing Wallworld 14,000 views, Crops 7,000 views. These are, I guess those are high-end views for those games right now. Hopefully those become more like normal views as we grow the channel. And then, like, you see, like, oh, Peglin 1,000 views, Shocking King 2,000 views, oh, Territorial 500 views. Like, it just doesn't look good for a channel. Like it or not, optics matter for a channel and in channel growth. So that's the thing. But yeah, so views are too low to really justify continuing season 2 here. I could continue season 2. I could keep doing, like, the whole, unlisted and all that stuff. I could keep season 2 going and do that. Would work, and, like, change the way you advertise the thumbnails and title. But, like, honestly, even doing it, like, the playing more passively in the PvP, I was, like, you saw in episode 6 there, I was trying to do that then as well, but I still managed to get tilted doing that, because I just can't help but be competitive or whatever. So I think the only way Territorial continues on the channel in any way, shape, or form would be like this, where I fire it up, I play against some bots, and I ramble about what's ever in my brain, because, I mean, normally I could, like, talk about the game. There's not much to talk about when you're farming through bots. There's no real threat or anything to talk about, so it'll just be like, I got something in my mind, I could ramble about this for 20 minutes or half an hour, whatever, 45 minutes, whatever, and so let's just fire it up, ramble about whatever until my brain's feeling pretty clear, which is starting to feel pretty clear right now, and then once it feels clear, end it, and upload on the channel, and have it be like a little treat. Also could do, like, could also, like, I've also seen a lot of other channels lately starting doing the thing where, like, they're doing old fan favorites on the channel, but, like, they're not popular enough to justify continuing the views on the channel anymore. So what they do is upload them as members only. I don't know that I'd want to do that. I don't know that I love the idea of, I mean, it's an option, but I don't know if I want to. I'd rather just do it as like a buried season. I don't know, maybe there's a world where I do that. I don't know. If that's like the algorithmically correct thing to do, then whatever. I just don't like the idea of like gating a fan favorite game behind a paywall. I don't love that so much. But I mean, if that's the correct thing to do, I don't think it's gonna happen. I don't think it's what we're gonna do. I'd much rather do the thing where like I just upload as unlisted and put it as a playlist that only fans of the, like most people don't go to the playlist tab and look for things, especially not new viewers. So the algorithm doesn't really push playlists so much per se. So a playlist of entirely unlisted videos for season 3, nobody's gonna find that apart from people who are like cool with it and like it. So I'm not sure if you can you comment on an unlisted video? I don't know if you can or not. I don't know. Guess we'll find out this one because this one's gonna get unlisted. But yeah, that's probably a better solution than like turning off comments, right? So yeah, I think that's the plan. I think that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna try that out. There's some variation of it, and you guys let me know how you feel about it. And yeah, guys, I guess that's where we're gonna wrap it up. Let's take this out here, and that's what's going on. So like we're ending season 2. So season 2 is completing whatever, and then season 3 would be bots only. Would be like this: rambling, bots only. Advertises bots only. Advertises rambling, so we don't get like the wrong people complaining. It will get terrible views, and we will. Let's call it, get the victory on there. Give them that peace sign, baby. And there will be it'll be done not for views. It'll only be done just because I need a place to ramble and get my thoughts out, and something for like the OGs to enjoy. And there will just be a playlist of like, where's season 3? Just go to the playlist tab and just kind of look for it. No, yep, there it is. Territorial season 3. Lots of rambling, lots of bots. And it'll only appeal to like a very small portion of the Territorial audience. And yeah, that's kind of about it. That's all I got. I'll upload this, and then I think I'll upload this in like maybe an hour or 2 or 3, 4 hours later. Just shortly after this, I'll upload another video after this one today to kind of like, you know, hide this video from the algorithm a bit, because you upload a second video on the channel, kind of first one gets buried. Which I like. If a video is going to get terrible views, then, you know, I want to bury it. It's actually kind of fun to kind of drag around. Why did I never do this at the end of videos? This is fun. Well, yeah, that's it. You get the idea. Territorial Season 3 may or may not come, based on what's going on in the comments here, and just the vibe I get from the results of this video. And, like, if the retention on this video is, like, 0%, like, not a single person watches till the end of the video, we're probably not going to do the Territorial Season 3. But if there's, like, enough of you that make it till the end of the video, or like close to the end of the video, then, oh, I guess there are like a couple hundred or a couple thousand people that like this kind of vibe. Maybe we can do this and have it be like, you just toss up there, it gets a couple thousand views, we unlist it, and it just kind of chills. And, you know, just for the enjoyers. And the PvP enjoyers, there's multiple other, like there's at least 4 or 5 different other people doing PvP content in Territorial right now that are getting thousands of views in their videos, sometimes more. So you've got other options to watch, and you can go hang over there, and, you know, of all the PvP enjoyers, the 10% of them who are like toxic can go be toxic over there. And my channel can be a place for like, you know, non-toxic people, and I myself can learn to not be angry playing Territorial, which is a refreshing change of pace. But that's it. Thanks for watching. And I've got plenty more videos you can watch too, like this one right here. See you next time.